And we're back here at the GSL Code S. Tastes and Artosis.
That's us.
Two nerds bromancing.
Oh, yeah, man.
Over our favorite game, Starcraft 2.
Easily my favorite game.
Easy.
Guess what I did this morning?
Played Starcraft 2.
Yeah, man. Of course, silly guy.
I was playing last night. I've been remapping my hotkeys.
Yeah, me too. We've been talking a lot about that.
We've been talking a lot about that. I haven't gotten everything perfectly remapped out, but when I do, I'll let you guys know.
When you have it perfect tasteless, we'll show the world.
Yeah, we're going to show the world. I love
tasteless in his pizza keys, man. Little pepperonis all over the keyboard.
Now, here you go. We're going into the next game actually right away. The players have requested the game to start a little bit quicker than I would have expected. So it's going to be ASD against Zenio. ASD and Zenio actually both really impressive.
Yeah.
Me right now. I don't know what to say. I want to say I think Zenio's the favorite here, but ASD was pretty damn scary in that previous game. So let's see what happens in this Terran against Zerg here at the GSL Code S. Over here in the center left location, we have our player who just managed to beat Puzzle, one of the best Protosses in the world. He is
ASD.
ASD looks like he's high on painkillers in that video. Now here he is in the booth, ready to go. But enough about him. On to our other player. In the far right, we have our Zerg, already winning one game in his group.
Zenio.
Yeah, she's definitely my favorite. The girl on the right.
Yeah. Well, you're going to have to fight Zenio for her. And his Zerg's pretty good, tasteless. I don't know.
I don't know what to do.
Not sure how that'll go.
And then chop his hands off, turn him into a stump nerd.
These poor stump nerds, man. You always pick on them.
Yeah, they can't micro. Now, dual site. I actually love this map. The more games we have on this map, the more I'm starting to dig it.
Yeah, it's a really good map.
It offers. Go ahead.
The multiple ways that it can actually be played out, like the Hellion marine aggression, can be extremely good. But at the same time, you can actually just kind of slowly creep out to your third base and do some pretty massive pushes. Thing is, it's a little bit harder to take your other bases after that.
Here comes the drone now. And he will not get inside the Terran's base. Probably should have sent the drone a little bit sooner.
Well, that's really good timing on the wall in for sure by ASD. Specifically to keep that drone out, he made it that quickly. And what will he actually tech up to here? It looks like it very well may be a Hellion build. I'm really excited to see one. You know, right now it is all the rage in the matchup. And
well,
when
the Hellion's
all the
just
rage,
such a
I
good
want to
unit.
see it a lot.
Yeah.
Unless it has to do with Marauders.
Thank God we're out of that phase. Everybody was just rushing towards Marauders. Remember that against Protoss?
Remember that
like,
against Zerg?
It's like, all right. Oh, and we have a little bunker here. Now this is
very
Terran's not
cute
expecting
placement.
to. Yeah, Terran's not expecting to win with this,
Yeah.
but he wants to try to get Zerg to panic.
This is almost asking Zenio to lose some economy, and look at that, loses some economy right there. And in fact, this bunker is probably going to finish. Yeah, that's going to be extremely annoying. Zenio's going to have to make a lot of Zerglings and use a queen as well. This is actually so annoying.
Oh my
for Zenio.
God!
And ASD with something that's supposed to be a little harassment. Zenio not taking it seriously enough.
I think basically ASD is sitting there saying, all right, I guess I'll take that.
The second you see something like that, you have to bring down a lot of drones. Instead, he waited a moment and then brought 3 down. Didn't get to target the SCV at all. The bunker completes, and now Zenio's forced into a lot of Zerglings and a queen, and he doesn't want to make all these Zerglings. That's going to be a lot less drones. In the meantime, we have reactor to Hellions being made. So basically a bunch of Zerglings that are slow are being made against someone who's making Hellions. This is terribly bad for Zenio.
Well, he's still not able to utilize that expansion. Here comes the queen. He might want to get a few more Zerglings, then he's going to move in. That SCD is in good repair position behind the minerals. Now, Hellions are on the way, so don't forget, guys, this rush might not be over soon. Hatchery at half health.
And he is going to sell that right away.
Perfect. Look at that.
Yeah. Interesting decisions here. And it will be taken out. But, you know, all he's got for good good defense against these Hellions are going to be the Queens. Now, speed is finishing up. So if there's any miss micro from ASD, of course, he can catch them, especially on creep. And I like that creep tomb Zenio just laid. I wish he had one in between the main and natural, too, though. Might make it messy if the Queens are on the low ground and the Hellions run up. So here we go. Take out that creep tumor. Very well done. Queen doing a lot of damage to that one Hellion.
And right now we see the hold that thought. We have more attacking going on here. Nice job denying more creep tumors. ASD is really impressing me here.
Yeah, he's actually playing greatly at the moment. And, well, in the meantime, we do have ASD going for his starport now, has his barracks up, has that command center up. Looks like he's going to transition to something pretty normal. Doesn't look like we'll be seeing any blue flames or anything like that.
Well, I think he just wants to control the map. If there were less Zerglings, he might have gone in there and tried to kill off some drones, but he's forced him into enough so far. Oh, Hellions now coming here again.
Nice angle that they just got. Burning up some lings and now harassing this Queen quite well. Spine Crawler is on the way, a single one just starting now. Yeah, I love this constant harassment, Tasteless.
Yeah.
Especially after that bunker. That actually really hurts Zerg. They have to put more larvae into Zerglings. They lost some drones, put some more into Spine Crawlers as well. It's all very annoying.
I don't even think the layers started yet here for the Zerg. I mean, he's throwing up for a long time here.
He's a fan of the late layer. Absolutely a fan of that. Getting more drones out, getting a few more Zerglings out as well. Getting his Baneling nest, too, before the layer.
Now, we're still kind of waiting and seeing exactly what the plan is here for Zenio. It looks like ASD is going to just go for standard Marine medevac with siege tanks.
Yeah.
From here on out.
Well, I think
do a few timing pushes.
I think we'll definitely see some sort of Hellion Marine medevac timing here. Stim is finishing just now. Medevacs are on the way. So he should be able to get some sort of pretty heavy harassment going. That's why Zenio has gotten this Baneling nest already. And look at this. Nice surround there almost. Does kill off one Hellion so far. And looks like he will catch perhaps one more.
Nice control here. By the way, he's going to expand. He already showed that to the Hellions. So right around when that finishes might be the what triggers the timing push here for ASD.
I gotta say, Zenio is very, very much on purpose pushing his creep down to this third base.
Yeah.
This is very intentional, the way he's pushing his creep and the fact that he's pushing it so quickly. He wants to be able to go down there and defend with his Zerglings, with his Banelings. He knows that his speed is going to be late as the layer is not even done yet. And that means he needs creep down there. You can't just have slow Banelings off creep. They don't beat anything.
Now, expanding to this location is a little bit riskier. It's a little bit easier for the Terran to push this location. But clearly he's confident that even though he took some damage early on, he's still going to be more than prepared to take on whatever Terran will throw at him. In this case, it's going to be these Hellions and Marines.
Combat shields are almost finishing. He's got to be careful. Those Queens targeting the medevacs. Very well done by Zenio. He's going to have to lift up these Marines. Does end up losing quite a few.
He might end up going towards the main.
I think he probably will. That Queen ready for him, though, Tasteless. And no, he's very sneaky. Look at that. Now, the Spire is about halfway done, so as that finishes, these drops better be out of there.
There is another drop on the way, heading towards the north. All right, here we go. He's going to have to target fire the Banelings when they do approach. And here they come now. Nice.
Oh, targets them down, and look at this. He is going to be able to stop these Zerglings perhaps, but no.
Too many of them.
Surround plus that beautiful Queen sniper. I love that Zenio is targeting the medevacs. We don't see that enough. With your Queens, you must target medevacs. Their additional damage doesn't really help against the Marines.
Now, I got to say, I mean, the harassment's been great, but it's almost out of time at this point in time. As you can see, the Spire just now plops up. It's the proper usage of that word, plops up. It's It's done plopping.
Plopped right up out of the ground. We have 62 drones against 54 SCVs. So that means that right now we do have a very solid economy for ASD in comparison to Zenio.
Zenio's defense right now is just stellar, but this push might be a little bit too much for him to handle. No matter what, there's going to be a drop in the main because he wants to force units to relocate here. So
actually, it's going to be at the Expo, and it's happening right now. Zenio going to take out that dropship, so this drop actually not going to be the greatest.
All right, these siege tanks have to deal a lot of damage when these Marines retreat. The hatchery again still at half health here.
Baneling speed is done. There are a ton of Zerglings out there. 61 Zerglings and 6 Banes at the moment. And it looks like, oh my god, he's going to snipe that hatch perhaps.
At the last possible second, he moves in.
Oh my god.
It looks like Zenio should have enough. Wow, talk about cutting it down to the wire.
Really, 160 hit points left on that hatchery. Tasteless.
I just crashed my medevac into that hatchery to get rid of it.
You know what? That was so well done by Zenio because you want to wait until you have the biggest overwhelming odds advantage you possibly can. So as many units that you have can live. Oh my god, I'm completely word salading this, but my point does stand. You want to have a ton of units. He waited to the last possible second. Now, as long as he doesn't lose that hatchery, that was a perfect defense.
Yeah, the only bad thing that can happen, as you said, is somebody might get it like 5 Marines running there later on.
Yeah.
Let's say it only has 200 health, stim and attack it, and if you don't get there in time, it dies. But in this case, I think it was a good thing what we saw there from Zenio.
Well, right now, ASD does have a 3rd command center, and his SCV count is 64 against 67 drones of Zenio. So Zenio is not really at the drone level he wants to be at, and he's making a lot of units right now. So I think he may just be looking to crush another push. And if ASD commits and gets a push crushed, Zenio will be able to take the game quite easily. Also, look at his creep spread. Zenio is really
just immaculate.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Zenio, he may attack in here as this orbital lands because he already crushed the Terran army and the Terran's drops. And if he took out this Terran army right over here where the command center's landing, there's going to be really no way that Terran can expand for a very long period of time, and that could be costing him the game.
Yeah.
He does have Marines patrolling in his main, and I think that might be a big mistake. As this attack begins.
Oh my god, Zenio with a ton of Zerglings in here. Doing a lot of damage there, but
kind of a bizarre place to attack.
Yeah, that was a little bit weird. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I'm not sure if he thought he was going to kill him with that, or if he's just trying to keep the fear of counter in him, maybe. But I like what ASD's doing here. I mean, he's just kind of setting up and taking out a few creep tumors here and there. He's got to be careful, though. There are a ton of Zerglings out on the map. Zenio just continues with the Zerglings, and in fact, 65 SCVs against 68 drones. Zenio's almost happy where he is on drones. Oh, finally, as I say that, starts up 10 more. Trying to make me look like
at the creep spread here.
Yeah,
it's actually insane.
It's one of the better creep spreads we've seen.
Yeah. Oh, nice. So what's funny is Zenio might not have even known that was full. You know, amidst all that action.
See a medevac, you go for it. And Zenio going for a little attack there. Doesn't really work out for him.
Oh
my god.
That was a big mistake.
Yeah, ASD gains some nice positioning there, taking out a ton of creep tumors and a ton of mutas. Really losing nothing. Very hurtful to Zenio, but Zenio remains in the supply lead. He has gone up to 78 drones. He is making some more still. But I'm sad he lost all those mutas, man. That's pretty painful.
Yeah, he's had good defense, but not good offense, to put it simply. Now, I'm wondering where is ASD going to push at? It looks like he wants to push that one expansion he was attacking before simply because he can get back home really quickly if his expansion is counterattacked. If his main's counterattacked, I think the Terran has the wall in set up, so he should be okay.
Well, look at this. Zenio trying to take a 5th base up here and targeting it down. Has to cancel. Nice job by ASD, at least forcing that cancel. You want to delay that gold as long as possible. He's got to get some sort of push going, and that's exactly what he's doing right now. Zenio making a ton of Zerglings at the moment. He does have a lot of units, and look at this. Nice harassment by these mutas. Right now we have 79 now Zerglings, 24 Banes, and 21 mutas. Can he break through here?
Here we go. Banelings and mutas now flooding down. And it looks like the majority of the siege tanks are picked off with ease.
Actually, there's a lot.
Oh my god, I didn't see those ones in the bottom left.
Zenio losing a ton of Banes during that. That was very cost inefficient for Zenio. Now their supplies are very similar. And if he can take this base out, which it really looks like he can, ASD is going to be feeling good.
Looks like he's about to get it. It's at about 200 health. The Banelings hatch in the last second. We see Terran moving in here, or Zerg moving in here again.
He's targeting down those Banelings as best he can. The Mutalist taking out the Siege Shanks, though. And well done by Zenio. But this hatchery does remain alive for now.
He's going to stim. He might just focus fire it, and it goes down.
Yeah, not much Zenio could have done there. He only had a couple Banelings.
Yeah.
Right choice to let it die, actually. In the meantime, it looks like ASD going after this hatchery. If he can take this out as well, it'll be huge, but
the angle here,
a lot of units.
The angle here for the Marines could be pretty good, but he didn't really utilize it with Micro. Along with that, had he taken that out, he might have been able to take out that hatchery too.
Yeah. And bam. Zenio cleaning up attacks left and right, already re-expanding.
When the Banelings kill Marines, it looks like the Marines are covered in that slime the Ninja Turtles.
Mutagen-ooze.
Mutagen-ooze, thank you.
Of course.
It was bothering me.
How do you think I became Artosis? Come on.
I don't know. Thought you were bit by a radioactive nerd.
A radioactive Ninja Turtle.
Ah, okay. Well, I think that push back there by the Terran was great, but the truth of the matter is our Zerg in this game just has so much of the map.
He really does. Basically, the clock is on ASD. He is making another command center, so he realizes, uh-oh, I'm going to run out of gas, not Vespene gas, but gas pretty soon here. I'm not really mining enough. I'm kind of only mining from one base. The other ones are just about dry. He's got a lot of bases. He's really mobile. His creep is everywhere.
His creep is everywhere. It's actually pretty insane. It's not as good as Seal, but still.
I love seeing Zerg played like this, where it's all swarmy and having creep everywhere. That is actually the way Zerg should be played, Tasteless. And here we go! Zenio coming right in here, taking out a lot of Siege Tanks. Baneling's actually connecting surprising amounts. And I think he just broke the back of ASD.
Yep.
I think ASD coming
is
back
now crippled. I don't think he can come back.
Yeah, I think that's the last time he could lose all that.
I think there's one more little army coming out. I don't know if ASD is going to use it or not. Looks like now he's basically saying, all right, if I can just get this command center over here, the game will go on.
And you know what? I mean, he's pushing out. He's trying to take this. Good for him. And he's still got 140 supply against 163 of Zenio. But Zenio is about to explode in his macro. He's got that gold base going. His hive has finished. He's not even really getting any hive tech, just getting more upgrades. He's played an immaculate game. And it really looks to me, Tasteless, like ASD is not long for this world.
ASD is getting a planetary up over at that expansion. The bottom
he is
right.
Spread thin right now.
Yeah, no
very,
kidding.
very thin.
Well, I think right now Zenio realizes the advantage, knows he can fly around with Mutalisks and just harass various locations. And there's really not a lot that, ASD can do.
No, cannot do very much. And, well, these Mutalisks are going to probably force a GG pretty soon here. I mean, he has just a few outposts left with very few units, only a couple Siege Shanks left of his army, so obviously a big clump of Banelings will destroy that.
Looks like he's going to just sort of sack his main base, or at least not go back there and try to defend it. Hello?
Yeah.
Sorry, the Great Compter's going crazy. I guess I didn't get a shot of it, whatever it was. I heard him going nuts. I looked for you. Now, anyways, back in this game, it looks like he's just not really going to focus on defending his main base. He's going to keep pushing over here.
Yeah.
At the center right.
Yeah, I think he's about to GG, actually. Zerglings are funneling in everywhere. He does have planetaries, which are nice. He has 2 fully mining bases, which is nice, but he's split off from his main base where all his reinforcements are. And if he actually walks all the way over to the right, then Zenio can just attack down the left. Zenio is in complete control. His creep spread is just nothing short of amazing.
Yeah, his creep is actually getting to the point where it's going to be pushing into the Terran's base.
Yeah. He's past the bushes, Tasteless. When you get past the bushes, it means war.
All right, nice little drop going on over here. He's going to have another one over here at the gold base. Although, frankly, I don't think Zenio can really be attacked at some of these far reaches that are closer to the top of the map.
Yeah.
This will be a cancel, but that's not too impactful.
Zenio right now, I think, is just playing cleanup duty. He's got a Greater Spire finally. He's making 7 Corruptors. Probably just make some Broodlords to put the icing on the cake to force ASD to GG. Even going to expand there as we see ASD with not much left here, man.
And now we have a lot more links coming in here. Terran really unable to get anywhere on the map, and this map is literally entirely covered with creep.
Yeah.
There's a small little hole to be carved in the middle, but that's it.
Well, you know, that's like a summer resort. Zerg has not gotten in there quite yet. But Zenio is going to start putting creep in there pretty soon. Look at this. Nice move. Getting down here, bringing the infestors as well. And again, I mean, even though ASD is mining a lot of minerals right now, how do you do this? I mean, if Zenio makes a concentrated attack anywhere, then stuff is going to die. And that's what's happening. He's flying his Broodlords down, as we see right here.
This,
gonna attack
I
that gold
think,
base.
will be the nail in the coffin here. Nice fungal.
I think you're right, Tasteless. ASD starting to get some aggression on himself. You know, he's mined out a lot of the gold base down there. That is going to be taken out by these Broodlords. ASD at the moment. Yeah, he only has Marines as anti-air.
The Broodlords are now hitting the expansion.
And that's going to be pretty hard to hold, Tasteless. He's going to have to repair that quite a bit, lose a ton of minerals doing so. And in fact,
The planetary,
it looks like the planetary
goes
will go
down.
down.
Goodbye.
Down it goes. Beautiful fungals. The Broodlings will nom everything there.
Nom, 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 nom.
And, well, yeah, I mean, Infestors and Broodlords going to just walk through and clean stuff up.
We're basically very slowly seeing the Terran player get swallowed up by just how much the Zerg has here.
Well, you know, Zenio has
GG.
had him cut in half the entire time, and finally, ASD is out of there. Zenio really impressing this season. This is some of the best play I've ever seen from Zenio.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
the best overall, of
the
course,
deep-
because it's the future, but
Well, the defense was so good.
Yeah.
The creep spreading was beautiful.
he is breaking Terran pushes just right.
Yeah, being very patient.
Yeah.
ASD, he did a great job, but eventually he was just too far behind in the race, and there was really no way to catch up.
Well, just totally impressed with this man right there. One of our strongest Zergs this season without
Easily.
doubt. I'm really excited to see how far he gets. You know, Zenio hasn't had that big finish he's been looking for. And maybe this season, man, because what I just saw, his ZVT, it is some tip-top level. I mean, these are some very fearsome opponents. Bjorn, top 4 last season, taking out amazing players on his way. And Zenio made him look like he ain't no thing, you know, just really impressive.
You know, we've always seen Zenio, and I always think of him sort of as like the tier 2.
Yeah, like
You know, people
between
like MC,
mid and top of
ST,
tier 2.
They're tier 1, and then we have like this next layer. But look, if he can keep that up and keep taking out great players, he just took out Bjorn. Then he just, won that game against ASD. I think he's going to be getting better and better. I'm really looking forward to seeing what more he has to offer.
Absolutely. I love to watch these players just improve. Sometimes they have off seasons where they play terribly, and then they come back and they're like, hey, I practice twice as hard now. And here it is.
Well, that's what you got to do. You got to never give up, no matter how poorly you perform. In a big televised match, you just keep coming back, keep trying. San Zenith did it. He was a guy, he wasn't even placing his pylons right. He was blocking off his own Nexus. Then he came back to be the whack-a-mole Protoss. And Zenio is just not giving up. I really respect the guy.
Absolutely.
He's good.
Well, our next match is between the teammates Bjorn and Puzzle. 2 players, I think, most
like the
people
best
were
on their
thinking,
teams?
wow, guys might get out there. You might get into the top 16. One, you might get round of 8. And that's certainly something I thought. I mean, Puzzle played a very good game against ASDF.
He did.
Let's go back and visit that for a minute, because that was PVT, the same matchup he's about to play here. And he played a very good game. He made a few just minor mistakes, clumping up High Templars a few too many times, being a little bit more aggressive than he should have in certain locations. Can he fix that against Bjorn? Bjorn, a player more known for his TVT and TVZ, but of course, very good TVP as well. Well, being teammates, there might be a lot of mind games here.
Yeah, a lot of mind games we don't even get to really follow because, the play style is so. When you play with somebody over and over and over again, you're going to know all their tricks. So we might even see some kind of crazy all in here. Yeah. It's actually possible. or unorthodox playstyle from these guys. Now, I think both Zenix and, I think both Puzzle and Bjorn really expected to just get out of their group, both of them.
Yeah.
So now they're in a weird situation, both pitted against each other. It's going to be a lot of fun, Artosis.
Oh, it certainly is. The countdown has finished. Talderum Alter TVP.
It's time. Head-to-head here. Zenix versus Zenix, Bjorn versus Puzzle, Terran versus Protoss. Let's do this here at the GSL Codes.